What is happening to Liverpool right now, and also what has happened to other teams and coaches right after they've won the Premier League, is something that should prompt us that Pep Guardiola deserves a lot of credit. We should really give Pep Guardiola a lot of credit. I know other coaches have won Premier League titles back to back, but for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City to do it 4 times in a row, for me, that comes from the manager. It is Pep Guardiola. Because it is not easy to get players motivated right after they've won the title, right after they've given their all over a full season, 38 games, and won it, to come back again and start playing and doing things as if nothing happened the previous season. It's just sensational. It is exceptional. It is not normal. So for him to have done it for 4 consecutive years deserves a lot of praise. The reason why I sometimes cringe when I see people criticizing the manager about his tactics, he doesn't know what he's doing, he has no clue, he benefited from Klopp's team that was already set up to win, and now he's being found out. It is all well and good. Anybody can say whatever they like if a team is losing. Everybody is an expert when a team is losing. The manager doesn't know anything when a team is losing. But let's step back a bit and think about this. This is not the first time it's happened to Liverpool. And the last time it happened, Liverpool having a bad season right after winning the league, was under Jurgen Klopp. So it's happened under a different manager. It's also happened when the players were different. There were no necessarily new additions to that squad that performed very poorly right after winning the Premier League in 2019-20 season. So we can't necessarily say that this issue is, 1, because of the manager, he doesn't know what he's doing, and 2, because we brought in new players. I don't necessarily subscribe to the argument that this current Liverpool predicament is because we brought in too many new players. I don't think so. Arne Slot has shown at Feyenoord that even when there's a high turnover, he can still get the best out of the boys. And that is why he won the Eredivisie in his second season. He won it in his second season after he had a turnover of about more than 10 players. He changed about 10 players from his squad, and he won the league in that second season. So I don't think the issue has to do necessarily with the new players. For me, if the players who were already there last season were fit and firing on all cylinders, the new players would have had a seamless transition to this team. They would have. But the reality and the truth of the matter is that the existing players who were there last season and won the Premier League are not playing to the best of their abilities. They are not playing up to the level where we've seen them do and up to the level where they can. Now going back to Pep Guardiola. How has Pep Guardiola really done it? How has he been able to win the Premier League 4 seasons in a row? My suggestion for why Pep Guardiola has been able to do that is because he doesn't allow players to rest on their laurels. He doesn't. And immediately he sees that any sign, just a little bit, any sign that you are slacking, he takes you out, puts you on the bench. We've seen him put players like Riyad Mahrez on the bench right after they've had a sensational season, just the season before, he takes them out, puts them on the bench. He's done it to Raheem Sterling. He's done it to Jack Grealish. He doesn't allow you to rest on your laurels. No. Immediately a new season starts, anything you have achieved in your life, you are back to square one. You start from scratch zero. And then you earn the right to compete for the title again. He doesn't allow players or his squad to think that because they won it last season, they can win it again the following season. He absolutely erases everything that happened the season before. Everybody starts from ground zero. And that is what I think most coaches struggle to do. I do think that it is a very big struggle for you to stand up to your players and tell them you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything, even though you've won the league last season. How to get them, motivate them again, to go again, to give in their all, to sacrifice. It is not easy. And I think most coaches struggle with that. That is why it doesn't happen a lot. It hasn't happened a lot for one coach in a particular team to win league titles 4 seasons in a row. And while doing that, to win a treble in one of the seasons. So I think much respect to Pep Guardiola. This predicament of Liverpool has made me really go back and really think about what Pep has done with Manchester City and how he's done it. He doesn't allow players to rest. He doesn't. He actually sometimes looks like a mad person. And I think most coaches are not like that. That is why Pep Guardiola is actually sometimes, he's a weird guy. I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way. He's a weird guy in a good way, because the way he thinks and acts and does certain things is abnormal. And for you to be able to win a Premier League title and go again the next season, and go again the next season, and go again the following season, you have to be a bit of a mad person. You have to be a bit of a weirdo to be able to do that. And I don't think most coaches are like that, including Arne Slot, of course. And that is why he's struggling. So kudos to Pep Guardiola. This is a Pep Guardiola appreciation video, even though it is also about Liverpool's predicament of poor performances this particular season, right after winning the Premier League. So it is not easy to start a new season as champions of England. It hasn't been easy. We've seen a lot of coaches win the Premier League and the season after. We can even look at the example of the Invincibles. After they went unbeaten that season, the following season, it wasn't good enough. It was poor. So it happens. This happens. So that is why I always say that this is going to turn around. There's going to be a turnaround. I think it's normal for this to happen. And so moving forward, I think we should worry less and think about the end, because it is going to turn around. And I think we are going to finish the season very strongly. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Let me know your thoughts and your views down below in the comments. And also, if you are new here, please subscribe. Thank you. Stay blessed.